Yo. What's up? Welcome back to the Black Lotus podcast. I am your co-host tonight, Mike Blue.
And this is Josiah Jacobs.
And you just know how we do. Honestly, at this point, we are... How many episodes in, bro? We got a couple we haven't released. I'm just going to say we're damn near like 47, 40, 45 episodes in.
Something like that, bro. Like, low-key 50. Because we did a lot of Instagram live ones.
Yeah, they haven't been released.
And then, like a lot of that haven't been released. And then we have, the ones that we done this year. So, yeah.
Yeah.
We pretty deep. We haven't done a solo. Not solo, but me and you in a minute.
Yeah.
What was our last one? It was like
dynamics.
It was the growth mindset, I think.
Has it? Dang, it's been that long. Dang.
I mean, we tried to do Black Rednecks, but we didn't like that one. So
yeah, we got to cut that one. Yeah, we gonna redo that one. We're gonna redo that one.
Yeah, we're gonna redo that one at a later date.
Yeah, but welcome tonight. We just wanted to do a catch up. You know what I'm saying? You know, we've been having a couple deep conversations off camera. We started this new book together. Pretty good so far. We'll let you guys know what it's called after we finish it. But but yeah, tonight's playlist is going to be, of course, we do not own the rights to any of this music, but we like to appreciate the artists by playing it and giving them an extra platform on top of the platform that they already have. Today's artist is going to be Dom Kennedy. We'll be playing probably some other people as well, but Dom.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, I want y'all to know that this Dom was a courtesy of me. You know, Michael asked what music we playing tonight. I was like, we play that Dom. Because I was playing that shit yesterday in the shower. So I'm like, bro, Dom got them real California vibes, bro. So, you know, I gotta represent, bro. You know, I'm all the way out in D.C. now. So
I'm saying, bro, Dom. If you play Dom in the right atmosphere, bro, it feel like you drop the top. You know what I'm saying? Got your hair blowing in the wind. You know what I'm saying? Like you rolling down like High Street, or you rolling on a bridge or something. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You rolling down your hood, bro. Not too fast, but not too slow at the same time. You having a good time on a bright, sunny summer day. Like type shit.
Yeah, bro. It's some Larry vibes, bro. It's the Larry vibes.
For real, bro. It's that LA Larry vibes, bro. But let's get it started, bro.
What's been going on with you lately, bro?
Shoot, bro. I've been battling a couple things. Not even gonna hold you. Battling a couple things, but it's nothing a nigga can't handle. Took some L's, took some wins, bro. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna take them how I can. But what about you, bro? That was kind of vague, but I'm gonna get into it later.
I mean, well, staying on you for a second, I know it's been weird for you after everybody left. Like you still at home, like everybody else went to college and shit like that. It's like talking about that. It's like quarantine. It was a good chapter, bro. It was like it started off like I know we've done both growth mindset episodes in quarantine, and I don't know if it's like a growth mindset 3. It's not, but we just talking.
No, we're just talking. It's not a growth mindset 3.
But like just reflecting. Quarantine, it was really good for me, like for coming back to Howard. Like that chapter is kind of over for me, even though like COVID isn't over. Like it was I really did like a lot of things I'd never done before during the quarantine. Like we talked about this in the last growth mindset. Like I got a car, got my license, got a job, all that. Really trying to advance my life. And I'm not gonna lie, I was really attached to my job, bro. Like I loved my coworkers and the customers and shit like that. And I'm like, I was sad to leave, bro. Like my last week. A lot of people don't really be liking their jobs like that, but I really enjoyed my shit, bro.
Yeah, no, I hated my job.
Yeah.
I liked my coworkers, but I hated my job.
And, bro, Mike, you was damn near Mr. Target, bro, and you still hated that shit.
I for surely was Mr. Target. I was Mike from Target, bro.
Like, you saw hella people that we knew in there. At my job, I was in San Francisco, so you know, went to school in the East Bay, so I don't really know anybody in San Francisco. So I didn't know anybody. You know, I was a lone wolf, bro. But it was actually cool, like actually getting to meet people from San Francisco, like, you know, like actually have friends in the city, bro. Like people who grew up out there, you know. But wait, what you about to say?
I was gonna say it's kind of funny that you say that, because like out here, when I moved out here, because I'm like used to being in Oakland all the time. When I moved out here, it was the same way. People still don't come out here to visit me and shit. I usually gotta go out there, because I'm hella out the way. Like, who wants to fucking come to Hercules, the city of the dry? like nah, bro. And I stay in Oakland too though, but still, when I came out here.
But when you go to Hercules, like that shit is actually a wasteland. It is when you go over there, bro, it just feels like a wasteland. Yeah, it's like it's a perfect suburban house like area, you know. Like, it's very much suburbs vibes, but it's just like a wasteland. Like if you just look at it in the Bay Area, it's just at the top, you know. It's not Vallejo, like it's like not Richmond, but it's just Hercules, you know.
It's just Hercules. You know? There's nothing to do out here, bro. It's just a whole bunch of people with cars and whatnot.
Yeah, like whenever I try to visit somebody out there, like see you or Toby, I'm like, bro, like what can I even do over there? What can I do? Even, bro, honestly, I'm not trying to shit on no Richmond people, but what is there to do in Richmond?
Ain't shit to do.
Bro, if you listen and like, tell me, bro, like what is there to do in Richmond?
Ain't nothing to do in Richmond get shot. I'm sorry. Nah, but I remember like days when I used to go to my grandma's house. She lived in Richmond. All I know is that there's El Oco Polo on San Pablo, and that there's hella shit. There's a crispy chicken on 23rd. What else? There's a couple spots out there, but I just stay out the way out there, bro. Cause it's hot. The streets is hot out there, bro. I ain't trying to be one of them victims.
Oh yeah, cause they're definitely looking for Michael Blue, huh?
It's not they're looking for Michael Blue. They're looking for any black nigga.
They're definitely looking for Michael Blue for sure, huh?
Actually, let's talk about that. I actually want to talk about that. Cause I was thinking about this earlier this week. Black boys are probably the most, like, at-risk individuals. Like, we have the most, like, I know, like, in the intersectionality spectrum, they say that we are the least, or we're second least, oppressed. Technically in the spectrum. And I disagree with that. I think we are, if not the most, then like definitely top 3 at like oppressed. Because, or I won't say oppressed, I'll say like endangered. Because on top of the fact that we have our melanin, we're not seen as human, and it's not just by like society; it's within our own society as well. Like you look at how black boys are shot at on both sides by police and by ourselves, And you see how there's nobody to nurture that except for our mothers, who are strong black women. I'm not gonna get into the whole strong black women raise weak boys, because that's a whole different podcast. But I will say that when you look at it from a perspective of, we love black women, and we don't know, but we can empathize for what you guys go through more than anybody else. Where's that reciprocation? It was once there. I will say that. It was once there, but it's no longer there.
That's interesting. I mean, like, people. Let me think about this. Like, the reciprocation. Where, I mean,
No reciprocity.
I don't know. I've, like, personally in my life, I feel like the times where I have been disrespected the most, emasculated the most, it has come from the women of my race. You know? Like,
that's fact.
Shit, bro. I'm not trying to hate nobody, no shit like that, but I just think, like, we don't talk about that type of pain enough, you know, because like those type of wounds are deep within, you know, and like it sucks because we are actually, and I mean, bro, like, and it's kind of funny because in this gender, in this age of you know, like, feelings matter the most, like how like everybody's trying to protect each other's feelings. The opinion that I just gave, that's my feeling, and people will get on me for saying that. You know, like, you can
look back on that in a couple podcasts.
Like, there could be backlash for what I said. You know, even though it's my feeling, and it feels like the only feelings that are acceptable are the ones that are acceptable by society. You know, like Abba and Preach. I don't know if you watch them, but they're a popular YouTube, a popular YouTube group in the manosphere. They're two men like us.
Fresh and Fit.
Yeah, Fit. Like, no, who they're beefing with, but they were saying that, like, it's only acceptable for a black content creator to do good as long as he's talking about what they want him to talk about. It's not like they'll try to, like, you know, like, up top people, that they'll be like, oh yeah, racial diversity, yeah, we want to promote black content creators only. Well, they don't say this, but only if they talk about what we want them to talk about.
Black, bro, and it's so ironic that you say that, because, like, when you look at the black content creators that have to go against stream, like Kevin Samuels, they have to kind of sell themselves a little, and kind of personify different attributes about themselves that are not genuine. Like Kevin Samuels is looked at as a meme now, but he's actually like a man of integrity who's really trying to change the perspective of how black men should see black women.
I think we both have to respect each other. You know, yeah. I mean, like,
for sure.
And like for like me, yeah, I say, like, the only time I've been really emasculated is by the women of my race. Maybe that's because maybe white men go through this with white women, but since I've grown up and I've been around black women, I experience this from them. You know, maybe it's not like a black man versus black woman thing. Maybe it's a man versus woman in the 21st century type of thing. You know, I really don't know, but I'm just talking about my personal experience. But you were about to say something, but I think I cut you off. You were talking about Kevin Samuels, I think.
I was just saying, like, Kevin Samuels, like, I sometimes I catch him, I catch myself being like, this is not real. Like, this isn't a genuine statement. He's not really trying to, he's doing extra right now. and he's kind of losing himself. And I catch myself thinking that sometimes, but I'm like, at the same time, black content creators have to sell themselves a little extra in order just to get the extra couple views. I don't even say extra couple, to get that extra 1,000 views, to get that extra, get that extra 18,000 views. You know what I'm saying? Along with the authentic views that he automatically gets. It's probably like 100,000 honestly for him. People like that. But I'm saying for like the low name, like the low namer ones. But I digress.
I want to talk about that for just like a quick second. Like Kevin, there are times where he does, or sometimes like he does go off the rails a little bit. Like personally, like one of his points that I've kind of disagreed with lately is his view on like dating. Like I don't like, he talks about like dating for like 6 months and getting married and shit like that because Kevin.
I don't agree with that either.
Because Kevin is very, very traditional. You know, like he's very, very, very traditional. Yeah. And I think that mindset is good for the community because the community is strongest. So when you have families, like we cannot be in cohesion if our family unit isn't, if our smallest, the unit that we're around the most, the family isn't in cohesion. So I think that message is good. But like, we haven't dated like how he's talking about dating in like 3 generations.
That's facts.
So it's like, yeah, I understand that. You know, I'm usually with Kevin on a lot of his points because, you know, I see the bigger picture and things. But that one I think it's kind of extreme. I think that was a little extreme for sure.
I think for me, when it comes down to that one, I think that when you look at his like opinions on the black family, it makes sense. So like, you cut the bullshit out. But I also think that he's not talking to people like in our age.
Yeah, he's talking to people older than us.
Yeah,
facts.
And that's where I understand. Like, when you get older, you know exactly what you want. You know what I'm saying? The older you get, the more you know what you want. But on top of that, I also disagree with 6 months. 6 months is a very small amount of time. I think maybe a year. When you're like, I won't even say in your 20s. I'd probably say like in your 30s. Then you'll know. Then you'll know what you want, so you can do it like within a year. But 6 months is a very short time. Like, a person can hide themselves for 6 months. It would be a complete psychopath.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I mean? So, I won't agree with that in particular. But when it comes down to, you know, knowing what you want and acting on it and not letting it drag on for 4 or 5 years, I completely understand. Like, no man will actually want to be with a woman for 4 or 5 years and not do anything with that.
Exactly.
I agree with that. But I don't think that 6 months is an accurate statement.
Yeah, I mean, like, that's just because I understand what he's saying, but when I think about it in the terms of me, like, sometimes like 6 months, like, that's not enough to like really know what somebody is like in a relationship. Yeah. You know, like,
especially.
No, I seen like one thing on Instagram or Twitter or some shit like that, like saying that it can take like, I mean, this is no verifiable facts with it. It's just a theory. It was just like it takes like 1.5 years to actually learn somebody.
So I would say, like, when it comes to stuff like that, like, I think that 6 months is a very small time because we're not even saying, like, this is like start to finish of like, I just met you to, like, that. I think that matters as well. Like, if it's 6 months, like, when you moved in with the person, then that's a different story, I think, in my opinion. But if it's start to finish, like, I just met you, I want to marry you, 6 months, that's no. I couldn't see that. I couldn't see myself being like that's on like real extreme level. Like, you must fit every aspect on the board, but you have to at least miss 5 like ticks. You know what I mean? Like, you have to at least mess up like 5 or 6 times in order for me to like take you serious. If you're too perfect, I'ma think. I saw this video. This shit had me dying. Okay, so he said that there's a spectrum. There's a spectrum. There's this crazy hot spectrum. So crazy fine spectrum. Like you got women. He said that there's no woman that is at least a 4. Is below a 4 crazy. And I started dying laughing. But I don't know if that's true. I honestly don't know if that's true. I'm just saying this was what's in the video. I'm not agreeing with this. I just think it's pretty amusing.
She's below 4 on the SMV or the SMP.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. On the
so
SMP.
So wait. So it said if she's below 4, she's not crazy.
No. It's saying that. So on the crazy side of the spectrum, it starts at 4 and ends at 10. But on the SMP part, it's 0 to 10, or it's a 1 to 10. You know what I'm saying?
After you finish your point, I wanted to talk about like rankings and shit like that.
Yes. This is gonna be a great podcast. I'm already knowing this is gonna be a good ass podcast. Okay, so pretend like this is like the corner. So it's a 1 here and a 4 here. 4 here. There's a diagonal line that goes straight up. And so it's like a 5 and a 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He drew a line on the bottom half saying above the diagonal line. So if she's like a 2 and a 3, if she's like a 2 and a 4, if she's like a 7 and a 7, if she's like an 8 and a 8, no, if she's an 8 and a like 9, 9 and an 8, right? So she's like 9 crazy and like 8 hot, then that's in the danger zone. You don't want to date those. You don't want to date anybody whose number of craziness is higher than their number of hotness. And I found you know what I'm saying?
In this scale, is there any factor in which crazy they benefit? Is like a girl who's like a 9 hot and like 6 crazy. Like, that's
good. That's good. Because you want a girl who's crazy.
But I'm saying, is she better? So she's better than the girl who's like a 9 hot, and so she's better than the girl who's like an 8 hot and like a 4 crazy.
Yeah. Because she would be. I'm gonna get into that. Okay, so if she's on the low side of the SMP. SMP stands for sexual marketplace value. Or no, SMV. SMV. Sexual marketplace value. Or SMP, sexual marketplace position. So if you're like a 0 to like a 5, and you're like capped off at like a 5 crazy, then you're in the fun zone. So that means that these women are the ones that you have fun with. You know, you don't really take them serious. You just fuck around with them. And then and then from like 5 crazy to like 6, from like 4 crazy to like 7 crazy, and 5 to like 7 hot. Those are like you're dating. You date them. You date those. Then you get to the unicorn status. You go up. So if she is a 8 hot to a 10 hot, and she's about an 8 crazy to like 10 crazy, those are the ones that you like can seriously consider. Like you try to like wife them up. Like you try to wife them up, because if they're a 10 hot and a 10 crazy, That's what he said. That's what he said. I don't agree with that.
I was about to say.
I don't agree with that.
I
don't agree with that.
You agree with that?
I don't agree with that.
Like, bro,
no, I don't agree with
like
that.
that's a little too crazy, bro. Like, I don't like that.
I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that.
Like, bro, that's the one thing, bro. I don't like how it is so rampant in our community to accept craziness and be like, okay, you not a real nigga if you can't handle that shit. I'm like, nigga, I don't want to handle that shit. Like, I don't want to. I like my woman, you know, like I like my women, you know, like not. I mean, I feel like a lot of women, you know, like, you know, they finna get emotional, bro. That happen. Like when you care about somebody, bro, like you finna get emotional and shit like that, and some crazy things might come out. But it's like,
bro, I saw this video earlier today. Hanse, we're gonna get back to the other point. We're gonna get back to the spectrum. But I saw this video today. I think I sent it to you. This woman said, cheating is an illusion. And it made me so livid to hear the words that she said. Because she's like, if you free yourself from that and you just think about it in a sense of they're cheating on themselves and so on and so forth. I'm like, no. If I invest in you and we make this bond, it's a two thing now. For you to leave that bond and break that bond, not only is that going to hurt yourself, like, fuck you. Yeah, it's going to hurt you. Sure, it's gonna hurt you. It might hurt you, but it's gonna hurt me because I invested my time. Like, I invest into the stocks. If I lose my money, I'm going to be mad.
So you talking about the video you sent me earlier, bro?
Yes.
Bro. Okay, in the beginning of the video, she I felt like she had some valid points, but then she started going.
She did have a valid point.
She
did
off the rails, bro. Like I don't like the whole cheating is an illusion. Like cheating is a very tangible thing. Like, you know, it's very tangible, bro. Like, I don't.
Yeah, she made it seem like it was intangible.
That's some real hippie shit. Like she talking about cheating is an illusion. Everything is not real. Nothing is real. Like, oh, it's all a figment of your imagination. Like
it's a social construct.
Like bro, if I walk in the room and I see my wife getting nailed by another nigga, that is a very tangible solution. I might do something tangible myself. You know, nah, I'm kind of, but like, bro, like you know what I'm saying, bro? You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
you know
bro. Yes. Yes.
It's like, bro, I don't know. Like, I don't mess with that, bro. I don't mess with that. You know.
You know,
I mean, it's like it was like good in theory, you know. Like, I understand where she's coming from, bro. Like you don't have ownership over anybody. No one has ownership over you.
Yeah,
But
for sure.
It's just like I don't like the whole. It's an illusion type thing, you know, bro. You know, but wait, talking about wait, what you about to say?
I just want to say one thing. But when she started talking about ownership, I don't think of it in terms of ownership. I don't think of it in terms of slavery. I think of it in terms of it's not even obligations. I feel this way because of an attachment that we both have to a bond that we both have. You know what I'm saying? The commitment level, the loyalty that we have to each other is because of this bond that we both share. Whether it's a sexual bond, whether it's an emotional bond, whether it's a fiscal bond, whether it's a physical bond, mental bond, emotional. You know what I'm saying? Out of respect for you and out of respect for even myself, I'm not going to go out of my way to go cheat. It doesn't make sense for me to go out my way to go do that unless I feel that I'm not getting what I'm getting, what I want out of this. Therefore, even for me, at least that's how it's thinking out of a man's perspective. For me, I'm just gonna let you go. You can do whatever you want to do. I'm not gonna cheat because that's going to damage my integrity. So I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna let you know I'm not getting what I need. Either we're gonna fix this or I'm out. As simple as that. But when it comes down to cheating, I'm not a fan of it at all, and I do believe that shit is real, opposed to what she said.
Yeah, I think that's how a majority of people think. Like, if you get cheated on, bro, like that's very real and tangible, bro.
Yeah.
You know.
But she did have a point. Like, you should not be tripping that hard off of like you know, the person cheating on you. I mean, it'd be different if like you guys are married and you actually have things on the line. But if you've been dating this girl for like 3 or 4 months, six or 7 months, really don't have any property or anything, nothing like really tangible. There's nothing really to be that pissed about, like to like actually like make you want to go do something about it. It's all on you. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes down to like cheating in marriage and stuff, like that's a completely different story. And we can't even speak on that because we're not even married, man.
I mean, bro, it's like even if I'm dating a girl for like 3 to 4 months, I've probably developed an attachment with her. Like if she cheats, like I'm gonna be sad.
Yeah, of course.
It's like I'm not gonna take no like action. I'm not gonna harm her or the dude. It's just like at that point.
Yeah.
Like,
that's another thing. Can we talk about that?
To the game, my boy. Got to see it through, my boy.
Gotta charge it to the game, my boy. Can we talk about that though? After I make this point, after we talk about this for a minute, I want to get back to the spectrum. I want to get back to the spectrum because, when you charge it to the game, like when you get cheated on by like a girl, like with her side nigga. If that nigga don't know you, you should not hold that shit against that nigga. Like you shouldn't want to go fight him. You shouldn't hold any bad will against that man. I'm saying that because there's a lot of dudes out there who be like, bruh, you fuck my bitch, bruh. I can't fuck with you no more, bruh. It's not even about that. Unless like you know the dude, and he knew that you guys were together, then that's a different story. I feel like that's disrespectful on him and her. Of course, more on her, but that's definitely disrespectful on his part, and I actually might have to do something about that. At least confront him about that shit because I know you, and I've been fucking with her. So like, why would you go behind my back and disrespect me and do that? Yeah, I don't fuck with like dudes getting more upset with the dude and getting enraged with the dude instead of actually being enraged with the girl. It's misplaced anger, and I don't mess with that because it's bringing more hate against men. You know what I'm saying? But let's get back to the spectrum. So
I just wanted to say that talk about that real quick. I think when it comes to like cheating and everything, we kind of like we when that happens and you do and you with your girl, like we've kind of been raised in our society to think that women are like perfect angels and shit like that, and
facts.
when your girl cheats, you just think, damn, fuck that nigga. Why did he do that? Like, why did he do that to my girl? And be like, at the end of the day, bro, your girl allowed that, bro. He like men is gonna try to get at women. He tried to get at your girl, and your girl chose up. Like that's her.
She chose up.
That's her fault, bro. You should not get mad at the dude. The only time you should get mad at the dude is if it's your homie. That's the only time, or if you like know him or something.
Or if it's like an associate, like if you know dude and he knows that you and your girl been dating for a minute, bro.
Yeah, that's the only time you should get mad at the dude. But other than that, bro, you can't get mad at the dude, bro. Like you would get mad at him out of like jealousy of him, probably, if that happened. But at the end of the day, you gotta get mad at your girl, bro. And I feel like a lot of dudes don't be getting mad at their girl. Like they will kill the dude, not like, but nobody should die.
Facts.
Nobody, like the woman shouldn't die, the man shouldn't die, but they will take action against a dude. And we like, when I'm talking about take action, they start hitting him and shit like that. And I'm not saying I'm not saying that you should take action against a woman,
Yeah, please don't hit your women. That's one thing that enrages me. Like, you deserve to get your ass beat if you put your hands on a woman. I swear to God, unless she hits you more than 3 times. That's a different story.
Bro, wait, on a side note, did you see the video of the Pittsburgh Steelers game where it was a black dude with the dreads? It was like all like the white girl started smacking him, bro. He was trying not to hit her, but she kept slapping him, bro. That nigga socked her shit, bro. Well, okay,
he rocked her shit.
I don't know if he rocked her, but I know like he like slapped her or something, bro.
He rocked her, and then the dude behind her. And that was respectable. Like, the white dude came up behind him and tried, because that was his wife or whatever, tried to hit him back. But nah, bro, he definitely got his ass rocked too.
I don't think women shouldn't be hitting men like that, bro.
Yeah, not at all.
Because and a lot of women do it because they know there's no consequence for it. Like, that's what Kevin Samuels be saying. Like, there's no consequence for it because he knows you can't hit him. I mean, because he knows he can't hit you. You know that.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's fucked up. But
It's funny, cause you said that women can't hit men, right? But they hit us psychologically and emotionally, and we can't. You know what I'm saying? But we don't know how to flip that. Not saying that I don't. I'm just saying that as black men, we don't know how to flip that. I had to pick up some tips from Dukes and shit. So
now we was talking about the whole sexual marketplace, and I wanted to talk about that real quick.
Yeah. Wait. Let me finish the spectrum. Okay. So and then he said from like he said 8 crazy, 8 hot, to 10 hot, 10 crazy. That's like your marriage range. He said that like you're like the unicorn is like from like 7 crazy to like 4 crazy, 8 hot to 10 hot. That's unicorns. And then he said this. He said, well, he met somebody who said he met a girl who was like a 9 hot and like a 2 crazy. And he said, well, man, that's a tranny. I said, bro. I said. First of all, that's not politically correct. Second of all, what? He was like, yeah. He kept going on. He was like, yeah. So if you see that's on the bottom half of the spectrum. That is for transgenders.
What? Wow.
I was dying.
Bro, I don't like that.
Dying.
Bro. I don't like that, bro.
I was dying.
So like a girl gotta be crazy. She gotta be crazy. Like, well, honestly,
I guess that's a question you gotta ask yourself. Do you want a girl who's not a little crazy?
I mean,
just a tad bit. Because if she's not crazy about you, bro, like you gotta ask yourself, does she really like you? Like, does she love you? Like,
I'm thinking about that. I'm thinking like, yo, I kind of do want a girl to be like a little crazy, not like too crazy, but just like really, just kind of be like obsessed with me, but like not too obsessed with me, because like I got shit to do, but it's like but bro, it's like I feel like confused right now, because it's like I'm 20, bro. I don't know what I want, bro. Like I'm young still, bro. Like I'm just going through the world, bro. But what I wanted to talk about was
Boy, can I say what I think? I agree with everything part of the spectrum except for one part. I would rank the marriage and unicorn range differently. I would say I would put the danger zone still at 10-10 and even a 10-9. So if she's 10-10, she's 10 crazy or 9 crazy, I'm not going to be fucking with her. But if she's an 8 crazy and she's a 10 hot, from 8 crazy to like 6 crazy and like 8 hot to like 10 hot, that's like unicorn for me.
Mm-hmm. So
it's like unicorn.
So if she's an 8 crazy and 10 hot.
Oh no, that's marriage. No, I dropped it down. I probably even say adjustable 7. I say adjustable 7. Adjustable 7. I would get married to adjustable 7.
In terms of looks.
Yeah. I can see I can marry an adjustable 7.
For sure,
so adjustable 7. Yeah, adjustable 7. She has to be like 8 crazy. I could 7 crazy. 7 crazy. It has to match up at least.
Okay.
But like 8 crazy, 8 hot, 9 hot, 8 crazy, and then everything below that to probably about like a 6 crazy. That's like marriage. That's marriage for me. Below that, everything below that, I think that's unicorn. That is unicorn territory.
Well, these still.
If she's 6 crazy and 10 hot, I'm definitely finna do everything I can to bag those.
Bro.
Like, I'm not finna simp over her, but I'm gonna do everything I can to bag it.
Bro, like, hold on, bro. What video is this? You need to find this video and send it to me, because the way you talking about this video, it sounds like the freaking men's Bible to fucking women, like men's Bible to finding your wife. Like, I'm like, bro, like you've been talking about this shit for like hella long. I'm like, bro, like this video must be like an in-depth study of relationships.
No, it was damn like probably like a 2 or 3 minute video, bro, but it was pretty funny.
Bro, like, Michael, that's the thing I love about you, bro. Like, like you see something and you get hella thoughts about it. Like you get hella different thoughts. But what I wanted to say was
let's get to the spectrum. I want to talk about the spectrum.
I want to talk about the sexual marketplace.
Sexual place.
Okay, I remember in high school at St. Mary's that like we made. I didn't partake in this, but some of the boys in our class made a list of the baddest girls in the school, right? and hell of the girls got mad, you know, and like.
Let me ask one question. Were the girls that got mad? No disrespect to these girls. Were the girls that got mad on the list?
I don't remember. I just remember girls getting mad. But one of my friends, but one of my friends who was high on the list, she was like kind of mad, but at the same time she was like, hey, I'm high on it, so I'm not really that mad. You know, so it's like, I'm like, okay, bro. But like, my point in saying that is like, men rank women. We do this amongst each other, but like a lot of the problem is the modern woman doesn't understand men's nature.
No, they don't. No. This is one thing. They don't even understand themselves. Because women do this same thing. They just don't talk about it.
Shit, Michael, fuck.
They just don't talk about it. They just don't talk about it.
Spitting.
They just don't talk about it.
Whoa, that's facts. That is facts. They literally do. Hey, bro, they literally do, bro. They actually do. They actually do. Like, we don't. The only difference is we are vocal about it. We express it verbally. They hold it with amongst it and inside themselves. You know.
Yeah.
Like, and whenever our thoughts kind of get out there, it's like, damn, oh, you guys are misogynists. You guys are sexist. Man, destroy the patriarchy. Like, all that stuff, bro. Like,
but I will say this. I think that is a masculine trait that both men and women exhibit. But I also would like to say this, that don't get misogyny mixed up with like just normal everyday things. Cause like lately I've been like really like trying to figure out what is misogyny, like on a day-to-day like basis that I exhibit behavior in. Cause everybody, man or woman, is misogynistic in some fashion. You believe some stereotype about a woman, or else you would be just supreme goddess of, I wouldn't even say femininity, you would just be supreme goddess of all women.
Mm-hmm.
I would say one thing about the feminist movement, but I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it because that's for a different podcast after we read this book. But I just think that one of the things that I realize is that a lot of the things that I do are not misogynistic. They are literally just the perception that if I was a woman, they would not be misogynistic. But since I'm a man, it is.
Mm-hmm.
And I completely understand that to a certain degree. For instance, if I slapped a girl on her ass and said, "Oh, that shit's fat," and I don't know the girl, not only is that like, okay, if I slapped a girl on her ass and she's just my friend, and I'm like, "Damn, that shit's fat," not only would that be weird, but it would also be like, kind of misogynistic in the sense of just be like, you're a dude, you shouldn't be that comfortable with a girl, unless you're him. What is it? It's not homosexual. It's him. It's him something.
You talking about the word that the author uses a lot?
Yeah.
Hegemonic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't think is that him? Is that hegemonic?
Hegemonic.
I thought. I was a little confused. I didn't know if hegemonic was a straight man or if it was the gay man.
No. It's the ruling power.
So it's the straight man then.
It basically it's the ruling power in society.
Yeah.
But
as a hegemonic man.
Yeah.
I won't even say hegemonic. Yeah, I'll say hegemonic because even though it's technically a ruling power, it's only because of our
but hegemonic doesn't mean straight man though. Like I think
No. I'm saying socially, because since there's more straight men in the black community than there are gay men, it would mean that we're the majority. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, so you're talking about only like you're talking about within the community.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if you I was mistaken. I'm not saying so. As a hegemonic man, it would be disrespectful and misogynistic for me to go up and slap a girl's ass. If I'm not in that manner with her. But if a girl does that and she's just friends with her, she might not be as comfortable. It would not be seen as misogynistic. It would just be a little uncomfortable.
I mean, bro, is that misogynistic or is that just assault? Like, bruh.
That didn't. It would be assault. But would it be assault if a woman did it?
I feel like it all depends. It's all based on context.
Precisely.
Because I mean,
but if it's at the exact same comfortability level,
if I do that to my girl, like it's not misogynistic.
No, of course not. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying if it's just a friend, you know what I mean?
Oh, no,
it's just
sorry
a friend.
About that. You said the same comfortability level.
Yeah, same comfortability level as like if it's like a girl slapping another girl's ass and they're just friends, versus a guy slapping a girl's ass and they're just friends. The guy would get charged with assault and the girl would just get laughed. It would just be laughed at, or it would be an awkward laugh.
Yeah, it'll probably be like with knowing girls, like it'll probably be like an awkward laugh, but it won't. It definitely won't be the same type of thing as a man doing it to a woman for sure. Yeah,
but as I said, I completely understand why that's misogynistic, but I do want people to think about certain situations where people think that it's misogynistic, because I don't feel like a lot of the things that people say are misogynistic truly are misogynistic. It's just how a man sees the world, because a man's not going to do that, but a woman would, because there's comfortability levels. Now I will say that there are certain to a certain extent there are misogynists out there. Those who like be like, "Oh, girl, shake that ass." In the music video, I'll say that's definitely misogynistic. But a man who's like, actually like, when it comes down to like some of the things that Kevin Samuels says, who's actually like trying to uplift the black community and like be like, "Hey, you should get on your shit. I'm gonna get on my shit as well, but I'm gonna call you out on your shit as well, so I can hold you accountable to a certain degree." You can't hold that as misogynistic. That's just a man trying to make it more pleasant for the sexual marketplace. Because I will say this. We were actually having this conversation earlier this week. A lot of women nowadays, or a lot of men nowadays, complain about how strong and bullheaded and stubborn women are. And that is because black women, I guess I said we were going to talk about this, but I think we said we were talking about this later. on the podcast. But we said that we complain about how bullheaded, stubborn, and unwilling they are to quote unquote submit to the man, and I said that it's because old-fashioned women will still do that. Modern women tend to not do that because they're not surrounded by strong men.
Yeah, nah.
And I know we said we're gonna do a podcast about this, but I kind of want to steer this podcast in that direction.
Wait. When you say surrounded by strong men, do you mean raised by a strong man, or like just?
No. There is no strong men around.
Okay.
To date, for them to submit to.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, like yeah. I mean, as much as people will get on like the women, I mean, I talked about this the other day. How much we get on the women for how they act. Like, we as men in our society today, like it's a lot of weak men out here. And me and Michael, both of us have come a long way.
I will not lie. We were both weak men at one point.
And me and Michael are not perfect at all. Like,
not at all.
I know me definitely. I got shit I need to work on, bro. I definitely.
You are not alone, brother. You are not alone. We are still working.
I definitely I have some traits that I need to fix. You know.
Thanks.
But I just think in our society, we kind of place emphasis and value, especially as men. We place a lot of emphasis on the wrong things. We kind of we don't value the right things, especially when it comes to looking for women. I think sometimes men kind of put looks too much. In terms of picking a girlfriend, they put looks too much over her personality.
They put too much emphasis on them having like a superior femininity level without having a superior masculinity level. I think that's the main thing.
What do you mean by that?
Because like people tend to think that femininity is like submissiveness, but I think it's more of a woman being able to support a man.
Yeah.
And the man being able to lead, not dominate, but lead in a manner of, not manage either, just lead. There's a difference between leading, managing, and controlling/dominating a woman. It's very important for a man to lead because if he's not able to, if he's not able to lead, how are you going to just be leading a woman lost? Like, you just can't be a weak man leading a woman into the wilderness.
I mean,
you have to lead her down a path.
I mean, and that is like, it's like that too, because you really have to know how to be a leader, because in our society, like women are, like women are doing their shit. They're, especially black women. They're all getting educated. They're all getting they are getting stronger and shit like that. And I mean that in a good way, So like, it's like a woman can sense, especially a black woman, can sense weakness in her partner.
For surely.
Like, so I think different spaces, like different YouTube. I think different YouTube spaces have really helped a lot of men, like in quarantine, like all the red pill stuff, like all of it blew up. Like, that shit helped us, bro, because like a lot of us don't, even though we have, like, some of us have male figures, have strong male figures and all that, some of us don't, but like sometimes these male figures didn't teach us the lessons
the right way,
and how to handle certain situations. And it's a different generation, so they can't prepare us for everything. Some things we gotta learn on our own. And I think I'm grateful for these spaces on YouTube, because I could have made these mistakes going through my life, and I would have looked.
Shit, I made these mistakes.
No, exactly. Like both of us have. Like, I'm 20, you're 22, you're 20 as well. So So we have made these mistakes in our life, but I'd rather be 20 looking back as opposed to like 40 looking back.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Facts.
and
Being like, I'd rather be like 5 years in the game, looking back at it, as like on a rookie level. You know what I'm saying? Rather than being a rookie at 40 years old,
sure.
looking back at 20 years in the game.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
And the thing is, like, we are. I look at people who are older than me. I'm like, the problem that they're having right now, I could really give you advice. Like, as 28-year-olds, 29-year-olds, I'm like, bro, I could help you. And I don't like that, bro, because you should know more than me at your age, bro. But I see your problem, and I'm like, bruh, I could solve that for you. And another thing is, like, the thing about those YouTube spaces that I've learned is, like, it helps prepare you, but what's actually going to help you out is getting in the game and applying the knowledge. Because as humans, we're kind of like, we are programmed to reacting in certain situations like how we're used to. Watching a YouTube video is not going to change how we're actually going to react in real life to that shit when it actually happens to us. So I think the good thing about those content creators is that after you fuck up, you can go back and watch how you fucked up and why you fucked up, so it don't happen again, because the situation is fresh in your mind. But if you're binging videos, you are not going to remember everything that you learned, and you will mess up again. I've messed up. I have. There are times where I thought I was a new man. Somebody said something to me, I reacted the same way like I did before. But I learned, and that shit will damn sure not happen again. It will not.
It's crazy.
It will not happen again, bro. It will not.
It's crazy because when you like see the game like Neo from the Matrix, you see the ones and the zeros. You just honestly, you just kind of like, you see some of the things that you've done in the past, and you get put in and you get asked the same questions, and people try to put you in the same situations. You're like, I already been through this. I know how to get through this. I'm not gonna put myself in this situation. Like, why would I do that to myself?
For sure, bro. I know. It's like it's like transitioning to me being at Howard. It definitely, like, when I got here, I've been here for like I got here on August 7th, so it's like 17 days, almost 3 weeks. When I first got here, like, it felt so weird, bro. Like, I low-key had like a little bit of anxiety, bro. Like being back, cause when I was last here, I was a different person,
All right, we're back. Sorry for the technical difficulties, but we're back better than ever. Switch up on the playlist. Rest in peace to my nigga Nip. Oh, it's Kobe Day. Give a shout out to Kobe real quick. When I heard
824, baby.
You know what I'm saying? 824. I can't believe it took us this long to say it, but yeah. I also didn't hoop, but I did hoop last night. I was killing them niggas.
That's cap.
I swear to God. I swear to God. I put it on God, bro. I was killing them niggas. I was killing them niggas, bro.
But
hey, next time I hoop, bro, I'm finna record the hoop session. I'm gonna post it on YouTube.
Okay, Michael. Okay.
Now that part might be cap. But
and anybody who knows you in real life knows cap.
No, that's not cap. I be ask that nigga Justin, bro. He know I be killing it.
Okay, all right. Wait, okay. But anyways, and continuing back to what I was talking about. I was talking about, like, I've been here for like almost 3 weeks at Howard, and it feels weird coming back, like, because I kind of feel like, just especially this weather, like, it's so humid. It brings me back to the freshman years. It brings me back to my freshman year memories of fat Josiah.
I was about to ask. Is this like, pre self-improvement, or is this post self-improvement?
It's pre, bro. Like, it brings me back to that, and just like socially too. Like, it feels weird because I'm a junior, and I don't feel like I know as much people as I should know.
Yeah, cause you been at home.
Yeah, bro. So it feels weird being back here, bro. I'm happy to be back though. Like it feels good to have my own space. Really hone in on the things that I'm trying to work on. Like something I've been trying to work on recently is my discipline. Trying to get up early in the morning, do everything I gotta do early, so I don't gotta worry about it later. Doing my workouts early, so I can do whatever I want on campus after.
Question.
What's up?
How early you wake up in the morning to get your workout in, bro?
Today I woke up at 7. I woke up at 7. I was really proud of myself. I'm like, all right, bro. I tried to go to bed early last night, bro. Early for me is like 12. I tried to go to bed early. I didn't end up going to sleep till like 1. It was hard, bro. But I did it. Then I woke up at like 6:30. I was thankful. I woke up before my alarm went off, so I got that few extra sleep in. I tried putting my phone to a place where I would have to actually reach and get out of my bed to turn my alarm off. So I did that. I woke up at like 7. I did my workout before class. I had an 8 a.m. today. I did all that. And then I went to my homie pulled up to the apartment, and we was chilling. And I went to Blackburn, which is our cafeteria. I was just chilling. I didn't even have to go over there, but I just wanted to like be on campus, bro, because all my classes are online. So
you gotta go on campus, bro. Like, why else would you be there? Why is you paying tuition, bro? There ain't no point.
That's what I had, but like it's hard to go when you don't have a reason to,
That's true.
But I did that. I saw my friend in there. I was talking to her for a little bit, and then I went to the undergraduate library, our new library, which has been reopened. I was reading, so
yeah. I was about to ask you about the library. You been over there yet? Because I remember we was talking about it all quarantine, and like when I come out there, like I want to go. I want to go to the library.
Nah, this is a different library. This is a different library.
Oh, it's not the library.
Nah.
It's not open yet. Is it open?
That's open. I just haven't been there yet. But
I can't wait.
Yeah, bro. I mean, like, if for anybody who's trying to work on their discipline, bro, I'm far from perfect. I just started this because for my first few weeks here, I was waking up so late, bro. I was pissed off at myself. I'm like, damn, I'm getting up way too late, bro. I can't be doing this, especially because like in like May, June, I was on my shit. I was getting up early. I was going to do Instacart, bro. I was grinding, bro. But I kind of slacked a little bit. But back what I was saying, for anybody who really trying to improve their discipline and trying to get up, you gotta have a reason to want to get up in the morning.
That's what you told me.
Yes, bro. You gotta have a fucking reason to want to get up, bro. And honestly, sometimes I need to get better at following my own advice, because I did tell you that, and I kind of slacked a little bit. But I think something that can help anybody out is like making a list of things that you want to get done today. So like yesterday, I made a list of everything I wanted to get done, and I'm like, my list is basically complete. And the podcast was at the last of my list. I'm doing this shit. You gotta write that shit down, bro. I think the only thing I didn't do was I didn't go to class in the library. I wanted to take my online class in the library, but after my workout this morning, I just like, let me just do this right here, bro. I didn't have time to walk over. I was gonna be late for class, so I just did that. But yeah, bro. I'm just talking about being back here because this is like I talk about Howard a lot amongst people that I know, especially like my coworker said that like Howard was basically my identity. I used to mention that shit. I used to mention that shit every chance I got to a customer, something like that. But like the weird thing about it, yes sir. The weird thing about it though is that like I talk about it a lot back home, but sometimes here I don't feel like I'm part of the community enough. Like I need to ingratiate myself more. I really, I just want to be active on campus because, I feel like God destined me to do certain things. And I need to put myself out there more. And I'm a junior, upperclassman. It feels weird saying I'm upperclassman. I be having to tell myself like, Joe, you upperclassman, you gotta act like one, nigga. Like you gotta act like one. Like junior year of high school, I was ascending towards being him. Like I felt like that dude, you know.
Were you him?
Not the beginning, but towards the end, I was getting there. You know, senior year I was him. But I don't want to be one of them niggas who talk about high school and shit like that. Like, I don't want to be one of them niggas who peaked in high school, bro. I don't want to be one of them niggas because niggas still doing big things, but like I want to have that same. It's obviously Howard is bigger, but the thing about Howard is like big, but it's not like I be seeing the same people, bro. I be seeing the same people over and over again. Michael, I gotta tell you something after we get off of the podcast, bro. I be seeing the same people over and over again. Like it's weird. I'm like, but why the hell I keep seeing you? Sometimes I don't want to see you. I want to see somebody else. Like why can't I see the person that I want to see over and over again? You know, but like,
trying to see the baddies over and over again.
Man, I'm not gonna lie, bro. When I went to the cafeteria today, I'm like, I forgot how many beautiful women go to this school. Like, I genuinely forgot. Like I knew, but I really kind of forgot.
I can't say the same about my school, bro.
Well, yeah, nigga, we know that. But nigga, I'm eating my food. I keep looking up. I'm like, shit. I'm not trying to be one of them niggas, but like, you know, like shit, nigga, I'm a man, bro. I'm a damn man. Shit. Where the hell my other AirPod at, bro?
Yeah, bro. But I've just been grinding, bro. Got this new job, bro. Damn. I feel like one of them niggas would just be like, nigga, who asked you?
Nah, bro, nigga, this is the Black Lotus.
You know what I'm saying? But, you know, got this new job, trying to get my license, not driver's license, but real estate license. But just started school back up. Most of my classes are online, so I'm grateful for that. But I got one class on campus. And today, when I went on there, bro, I get on campus. I'm like, okay, like I'm a new nigga, bro, because I haven't been to school and been in the school atmosphere since before my evolution. So I'm a new nigga. Like I'm about to be trying to spit every time I could at least at every choosing signal. But I'm just playing. But no, like I wouldn't be scared to like, you know, say something. But I'm not gonna go out my way either. So, but I get there. There ain't not a single option I see, not a single one. I was up there for probably about an hour or two. Not a single option. And I'm sitting here stuck like, is this my life? I'm sitting there like, is this what I get? Damn.
Is this my life?
Yeah, I'm sick of the bay. I'm sick of this. I'm sick of the bay.
I mean, bro, like you're not gonna be there forever, bro. So it's like,
I'll be out here next year.
It's all temporary, bro. You know, you're not gonna be there forever.
But also, this is Contra Costa, so if I really wanted to get at, you know what I'm saying. But I'm not finna go out my way. I'm still handling the situation. So,
bro, well, we got shit to do, bro. Like, yeah, you know, the girls can come and go, but you know, we got bigger goals, bro.
Bro, I mean, like it was never. This podcast just inherently just kind of gravitated towards it, but we're definitely doing bigger things outside of it, bro. Like, but other than that, I feel like that's a good place to end, bro. This is a really good podcast. Like, I wasn't expecting. We were just talking about this. I wasn't expecting this to be such a good podcast, but this is a really good podcast.
Yeah, no, we just like we recording tonight, and we start talking.
Start talking, bro. On some spontaneous stuff. Next podcast that will be coming out. Don't know when it's going to be, but I'm going to try to get Dr. Amir Loggins on here. If not him, there's going to be a guy named Pastor Taylor. If not either one of those two, then it will probably be us two again. Probably plus one. But yeah. thank you guys for showing up tonight. This wasn't a live podcast, but you know how we be. It's always live because we're always live towards you. We're live, you know what I'm saying? That probably made no sense, but we're still gonna go with it.
Sir, yes,
I was
sir.
your co-host, Mike Blue.
And Josiah, Andre Charles Jacobs.
This nigga put his whole government on this shit.
Hey.
Shout out to the FBI. But
You did not just say shout out to the FBI. You stupid ass nigga.
shout out to the FBI. One love to the CIA.
Alright. One love to the CIA. Yes, sir.
But this is the end, and as we always say, as long as you show love, we'll stay consistent.
We'll stay consistent. Yes,
I
sir.
thought he was finna say it with me, but it's all good.
Bro, I thought you was finna say it, bro. I thought you was finna say it.
Alright. But peace, one love, and y'all be good.
Alright, y'all. We love y'all, bro. Appreciate y'all for real, for real.
Love.